Pastime Picks Podcast. I am Keith, Vintage Sport Flips.
I'm Andy, King of Pennants.
All right, so back with another one of our actor drafts. Andy, you're looking a little dark over there. Here we go.
I know.
Light it up.
If I want to go.
Light
That's
it
a
up.
little too bright. I don't know. We'll see.
Andy, I was going to start a new segment with a, what's a drip? What's your drip go? What do you got going over there? Because I thought you were naked when I saw you walk up to the camera.
What's my drip? Okay.
Yeah.
My drip is it's actually a winery called Bonobos.
Bonobos?
Bonobos, like the monkey.
Okay, I never heard of a bonobo.
You've never heard of a bonobo monkey?
Is that the big nose? They have the big... I don't treat monkeys, bro.
Well, you should, maybe, because there's probably a lot of money in them. I don't know.
Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this guy here.
Let me see. Mr. Bean, that's pretty good. I like that.
The Mona Beana.
The Mona Beana. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
welcome Mike and Mark and Dan.
Yeah, let's welcome. There we go. Dan and the man's in the house. We just finished recording. I saw a lot of Dan tonight. We've recorded a podcast with him on the Reseller Island Podcast, and we did our card show. Hawkeye Mike was at the card show, as was Mark Hoyle at the card show. So we're all reunited over here on Pastime Picks Podcast.
Yeah.
But hey, this was thanks, Sean. Great drip. This was a Dibbed It Threads purchase from the legendary Mojo Dojo.
Of course.
Most of my clothing is Mojo Dojo origins.
Well, and in case you were interested, I'm going to show you what a bonobo is, Keith.
And Dan was an island boy today.
This kind of reminiscent of your ex-girlfriend, right?
You made me curse. Which ex-girlfriend are we talking about? I mean, no.
It's a man you made me curse. Oh, all right. There you go. Starting strong.
All right. Yeah. So we decided to do something a little different this evening.
Did we decide to? It kind of just happened, right? It was more of a...
Yeah. I can't believe you've got a picture of my mom. That wasn't a good shot. That was her in the morning. Yeah. I would usually just say my mother-in-law. Yeah, that's my standard joke. But she doesn't watch the podcast. I don't believe. Andy's apologies if you do.
Well, I didn't say anything about her.
You put the photo up. You put the photo up. So instead of
your wife or your mother-in-law, so it was your ex-girlfriend. That's like
I'll go with ex-girlfriend. I'm trying to think which one. No, I always outkicked my coverage, or kicked at least equal to my coverage because I'm a good-looking man.
No.
All right. So yeah, instead of posting a post with a vote on my channel, we decided to leave it up to the chat who's in the house.
It happened organically. It just kind of happened. So let's go with that.
And we agreed that. So we'll let the chat vote who drafted better last week. But a super chat is worth 3 votes, Andy.
Yeah.
Any amount super chat is 3 votes. So if you feel strongly that I beat King of Pennants, throw a little cash over there.
It's a really sad begging there.
Let's pull up the Canva though. So this is what we had. Did I pull up? Yeah.
Nope.
So last week we drafted the all-time greatest NFL draft steals.
Yep.
So I went Jason Kelsey, first round pick, Richard Dent, Great Bear, Chicago Bear, Chicago in the house.
Well, why do you just say you're gonna like go over mine? Like, oh, Great Bear. You said first of all, you're letting Trump there. He's a bear. He's a very good bear. It's a Great Bear.
Yeah, Great Bear.
Humongous bear. Beautiful looking
Richard
bear.
Dent.
Everybody loves the bears. Everybody loves the bears.
It really does love a bear. Richard Dent, Seth Joyner, great eagle. He's a great eagle. Who doesn't love that eagle?
True. He's good. He makes a good point. You should give
Seth Joyner, Bart Starr, and Clyde Simmons. And he chose Shannon Sharp. I mean, obviously in some legal trouble.
Great Shannon Sharp.
Factored in his
one
legal
of the best
troubles.
tight ends ever.
Terrell Davis, Roger Staubach. I mean, he was drafted late for a reason.
No, don't do this. Don't do this. You can't do this.
Deacon Jones.
Yeah.
Joe Montana.
Thank you. That's a really weak. That's how you.
Wasn't it? I think it's. Yeah, you spelled it too, Andy.
Well, they were
Alleged.
saying
Say
that
alleged.
there's some alleged, like, domestic violence. No, sexual assault. I'm not sure, one of the two. But yeah, he was. I don't know what actually has happened with that. It hasn't gone forward. It doesn't seem like he's been on all the shows. So
that would have been a good one, Harry. Not a bad pick there at all, Howie Long.
Yeah.
So that's what we got. So if you think Charles Haley, yep. If you think that the Vintage Sport Flips drafted better, Kelsey, Dent, Joyner, Starr, Simmons, or King of Pennants, Sharp, Davis, Staubach, Jones, Montana, pop VSF or KOP in the chat.
Yeah.
Again, a super chat buys you 3 votes if you feel strongly, and we'll see how that. We'll give that a couple minutes and we'll see how that goes. I was gonna say. No, you got very. You sound like you were underwater for a minute over there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, if I could do that purposely, Dan, I would. Sean.
There we go.
That hurt,
first
Sean.
vote. Thank you.
All right.
Was it during my Trump imitation, which is
no the Trump that came loud and clear. It was after when you were. I forget what you were talking about. You were rambling a little bit there. But yeah, so that's what we had last week. This week we're going to go back to our Wheel of Names random actor draft or actress draft. Actress being a combination of Keira Knightley and Melissa McCarthy. I even brought up Keira Knightley in the podcast recording we had with Dan and Shane tonight.
Of course. Any chance you get. Any chance you get. Oh, that's...
we got two for Andy, 2 for King of Pennants.
There we go. Yeah, I think I'm really hoping it's not a Keira Knightley draft tonight because I don't know anything she's done. It's going to be a random guess on any of her movies. I guess I know a few of them, but
while we're waiting on some votes to come in, I will say that my reason I brought up Keira Knightley, we were talking about dogs towards the end of the draft. Shane's dog, Dodger.
He's a real dog.
Let me explain.
Poor Keira.
Let me explain. So we're talking about dogs, Dodger. We're talking about Dan's dog, Dodger. So, Mark. We're talking about dogs, and I was talking about how Lulu, my dog, likes my wife better. That's like, I was happy with that because all my other animals, like, I'm the pure favorite. Pure favorite. There we go. Dan's got the right vote. Dan's the Bears. He's Richard Dent. So I was talking about how my other animals adore me. Kipper, Chloe. Chloe just will sit and stare at me, gaze at me longingly, like I would sit and gaze longingly at Keira Knightley, which is how that brought up on the podcast. So I forgot to give that backstory. All right.
Is Chloe staring because she's potentially a little senile? And is that part of it too? Or is it always that?
She always has, but maybe she's a little senile now. Yeah.
Okay.
She hasn't aged gracefully. Kipper has. Kipper is...
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Kipper is the Michelle Pfeiffer of the dog world. Graceful, aging dog there. To Kipper.
Kipper's a guy, though, right?
Yeah, I'm just...
Well, half the man he used to be, I guess. Sort of.
What?
A little snip, right? He's not...
Yeah,
he fits.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
All right, so that's a little dog story, and... I'm working with a new camera, even as Dan, we recorded earlier, my camera conked out twice during the recording, so I already got rid of that guy. I got a new this is a 4K ultra high def coming in beautiful and clear.
Nobody wants to see you any clearer. The fuzzier you are, the better you look, is what I'm saying.
I don't think so. All right, so looks like it's 3-1. Is that where we're going to?
I guess we can call it, yeah.
All right. 3. Any late Vintage Sport Flips votes? 3. 2. 1. All right. And he takes it down.
All right.
Shocking and disappointing.
Yeah. Crown on tilt, thrown a little dusty. Took an L, the doubters got fussy. Switched the script, pen game rugged, now the scoreboard leans, the path get adjusted. It was a 1-week fluke, don't get it twisted.
There we go. Gotta throw it out there a little bit.
No, it's just more true image, Dan. We also were talking about my height over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Keith is looking for an excuse to discount Staubach, but you can't.
Well, I mean, it was. Don't you agree, Harry, that Staubach was only drafted late because he was in the military. He wasn't going to be available for 3 years. Everyone knew how great a quarterback he was. That was going against the theme and the feeling of the draft we had.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think it was.
Yeah.
A lot of these people fell in the draft because one reason or another. There's a reason.
No, Staubach was a legend, and
yeah, I know, but I'm saying Terrell Davis was a kind of a stud in college too, but he was injury prone. So I mean, like that's why.
Yeah, but he was available to play the next year. Staubach couldn't play for 3 or 4 years.
Everybody has their downs.
I didn't invalidate the pick. I was just arguing with Harry.
Yeah.
That friendly argument, Harry.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the wheel of names up here.
The all important wheel of names.
All right, I had to get my switch back to my old webcam because I couldn't fix a delay in my audio. Yeah, I did a lot of research, Sean, and at the end of the day, I just went with the same company, just the highest end model they had, which I don't think was available when I bought mine initially.
You got this, what's it called again?
It's the Razer Kaio, like Ultra 4K. It's like the step up. I mean, the one we bought was like $100. It's like a $300 one. So hopefully it's $300 worth of blue eyes over here for y'all.
I don't know. Maybe. That's a good question, Dan. If he makes the team, I mean, there's like 6 quarterbacks on that team right now.
How about Caleb Williams, Dan? I don't think he could be the steal of a draft.
No, the 1-1 is the steal of the draft.
Yeah. That's what he'll be saying on our Did the Cards next week.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's ready for the spin, Andy?
I'm ready. I don't know. I just please do not.
Let me shuffle it up a little bit.
We didn't add one last time either, so there's a good chance we're going to get Keira Knightley, which is really, really scared about that. It was Keira Knightley and
to get twice the chances.
Matt Damon.
All right.
I like it.
I gotta look for my notepad. Oh, hold on. I gotta look for my rankings. I had to restart my computer so many times today. Oh, there it was. The first thing that pops up was that. Okay.
Lucky you.
All right. So we're going Matt Damon. Yeah, I like them apples. How you like them apples, Dan? Here we go. That's good. We're talking about, like, we might be a couple of the biggest homers there are in our card show. So we're talking about, like, a name for the show. Dibbed It Homers.
Oh, okay.
Hit a homer with the Dibbed It Homers.
Okay. I like it. So that Homer, you guys just sell your own stuff, or I'm a little confused away.
Well, it seemed like Dan is talking about Caleb Williams as the NFL MVP next year. I'm obviously biased, and any Giant or Cowboy that Dan tries to sell, I'm mocking his cards and not getting bids accordingly.
Nice. Very nice of you to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. Who's going to draft first? Spinning. We shall see.
Let's get it a poppin'. Ooh, it's going.
Oh! Edge of my seat with that one. Edge of my seat. All right. I haven't drafted. Well, I barely ever draft first, so it feels good. Good. And
Harry wants to know if you're going to Columbus tomorrow morning.
Yeah. In fact, I might bring Mrs. Flips to Columbus. Well, I definitely will if I go, because we're my son's in Wildwood tomorrow. We're going to go down and watch him perform. His band's down there, and I said, "What do you think, Mrs. Flips? Well, let me back it up. I was at a flea market in Bartow at Jake's Flea Market on Sunday, and I had a fan. Thank you if you're watching over here. Not a fan. That's obnoxious to say, but said, "Oh, man, I love your channel." I asked for a selfie, so of course I granted the gentleman a selfie.
Granted him? What is it? Like you're the king here. I bestowed upon thee a great photo of myself.
So I said, "What do you think, Mrs. Flips? If we're out of Columbus, the odds that somebody asks for a selfie with Mrs. Flips, that would be a story for all our friends." Yeah. So Harry, if you see me at Columbus, if you're going, ask Mrs. Flips for a selfie. Don't tell her that you know me. That'd be awesome.
Thank you. Dan changed his vote.
Why? Why, Dan?
Because you're talking like the king of.
Because that story. That story. All
right. Let's do it. What do you got?
All right. First pick. I mean, this might not be a first pick for many people, but this movie is a favorite of mine.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what Harry has to say. No way I'm getting a selfie with both of you now. I can't go. I want to, but I'm off. I got to take. Okay. All right. Well, that's all right, man. Yeah, it's hard to get there and back by 10 o'clock for sure.
I guess that Mrs. Flips is not going to be. She's not going to be looking to get in selfies and stuff. She's not exactly.
Oh, she would not. She is not. She would. She would. Yeah, but I don't think she wants. I definitely don't think she wants to. But
she's too nice to not be. She's too nice to like shut somebody down. But you're going to hear it. She's like, I can't believe you made me take a selfie. I'm guessing what she'll say at some point.
Oh yeah, I'll get in the selfie, Harry, for sure. All right. Number one overall pick, and I will say when you're voting for this, remember this: show that man, or no, give that man his money, or that great line from John Malkovich. I pushed the line, but it's a great movie. No, give that man his money.
Yeah, but he didn't even say that.
Of course he didn't say it, but he's saying it too, regarding Matt Damon in the movie Rounders.
Yeah,
awesome movie. I love Rounders, and Dan probably loves it being a poker dealer, right? Dan was a professional poker dealer.
Playing into everybody.
No, I'm not. I just brought it
everybody.
But I love Rounders. The whole, his buddy who's like using him and try to like always scrounging for money to pay his debts.
Yeah.
And then he takes over the debt. You know, the character being John Malkovich plays. Great character.
Yeah, he's is he the Russian or something? I forget what his name is.
Teddy KGB.
Yeah, KGB.
Teddy KGB. Well, I mean, it was Russian, but yeah, Teddy KGB. Great movie, great characters.
I'll splash the pot whenever the F I want.
yeah.
But
I love.
He's good. I do like. That's a great movie. I love the movie, no question. I do think that Malkovich is kind of the star of that movie. I know he's not, but like he's every scene with him is awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he steals scenes, but Matt Damon is good in it too. The whole cast is great in it.
Yeah. All right, that's a good pick. I'm gonna go kind of with what got him there. I still love this movie. It's a great movie and it was mentioned earlier about the Apple scene. I'm gonna go with Good Will Hunting. It's such a great movie.
Yep.
He's so good in it. You know. Obviously, it's him and Ben Affleck that kind of broke him. Not broke him, but I guess like broke him big or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's just an absolutely awesome movie. It still holds up too. It's great. I mean, it's got a great cast. Obviously, not just him, but it's got. I'm blanking on the comedian.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams. The scene with him and like when he's like. Met him a couple times, and then they sat there for the whole time, and then the third one they actually start talking, and he says his wife farts in his sleep, and they both start laughing. Like this is a really cool scene, actually.
You mean the psychiatrist scene?
Yeah. So, I think I love the movie. Like again, I still will watch it if it's on. And it's got one of my favorite, I guess, women of that time, and I can't remember her name. She's a British woman.
Not Minnie Driver.
It's not Minnie Driver. No, it's somebody.
Minnie Driver's the star, the main character. She's the one he's hunting. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not a huge Minnie Driver fan.
Oh, I looked up Minnie Driver and it showed me this golf clubs. Oh, really? Okay. I was thinking it was somebody else. I think she's. I don't know. I have a thing for her.
Oh wow! I didn't know.
No, I mean not that big of a thing. I like.
I didn't know Minnie Driver was Andy's Keira Knightley. Now we know.
No, she's not. She's not. My Keira Knightley is somebody from Baywatch. So it's not even the same.
Oh, I know. Nicole Eggert.
Yeah, that's my my golden goose, so to speak. She has not held up well. She's had some
Nicole. She I think she lived a pretty hard life.
Yeah.
Back in that time, but I haven't seen her in a long time. Maybe she does look great. I don't know. What the hell do I know?
Okay. Well, that was good. That's interesting. You found my now not Pamela Anderson. No. I never was a fan of Nicole Eggert. I'll show you what she looks like now.
Pam Anderson's good quality.
I actually think she almost looks better now. She's like,
I think Nicole Eggert she was in Charles in Charge, right?
Yeah.
She was good in that.
I mean, I didn't like her when she was that young, but...
Well, I mean, we were that young, though, so you're not thinking back like when you were... Now you're a 48-year-old.
I think she's 53. I guess she's older than us. Okay, I didn't realize that. I can't find any new pictures of her yet. Oof. Yeah, okay. Well, no, we don't have to look at her now.
Bring her up. Bring the original photos up.
All right. Here's one of her.
Because people might not know. Might know who she is. I mean, people can Google, but we're trying to save the people. Yeah, don't... Oh, not nude. Yeah, not nude.
She's not. She's wearing a bikini. That's what she was doing.
No. Dan was clarifying that you were looking for new or nude.
Oh. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe there's pictures of her.
All right, let's be careful over there.
Okay, I won't go any further. I don't know where that is.
All right, let's pull that off. All right. So yeah, there we have it. So first round, Rounders, Goodwill Hunting. Let's get to the first segment here. And by the way, I'll tease it. Well, I'll save this till later.
Sale of the week.
All right. In this segment, me and Andy show each other our sales of the week. We want to guess the selling prices. We want to get within 10%. I want the chat to guess along as well. The person on the third item gets the closest, wins a giveaway. A pack of vintage cards coming from me, and I'm going to get in on the horse race, which we'll explain a little bit later on. It's coming down to the wire here. And down the stretch they come. Can you do that in a better voice?
Down the stretch they come. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're no problem, Mark. I'm glad that you that it got to you safe. Hopefully it got to you safe. That was my...
You remember the beer can you drank on Hops and Hits.
By
the way, Andy, we're in the discussions of a Hops and Hits next episode date, which we're thinking...
Oh, date?
2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks? No, 3 weeks?
Sounds right.
Whatever,
no, 2
something
weeks.
like that.
Yeah, I don't know. 2 or 3 weeks.
I think it's 2 weeks.
Great
packing job. Andy's never heard that before. Dan, Mark, you remember that? Remember that those little Dairy Queen statues?
Cool.
And remember he showed the sale of the week one time, and I'm like, oh, those are easy to pack. Pop it in some bubble wrap, a little box. He just threw that guy in a bubble mailer.
Yeah, and got there fine.
What we think.
I never heard anything bad, but this time, yeah, I have the boxes I have are perfect for the can.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured, might as well.
Yeah. You can't put it in a bubble mailer for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let me get to my first item here. Yeah. Let me find it here. Oh man, that horse is awesome. Sorry, got excited about the new horse.
The nude horse.
Not nude. All right. Let me pull this up. See, here we have, Andy. You know what this is?
No. Is that like a proof, like an artist proof or something?
No, it's a bottle. It's circa 1880s. Circa 1880s.
Bourbon
Cirrus Noble whiskey catcher figural baseball player frosted glass bottle. So
I hope that fit all. You fit all that.
Yeah. It fit. Whiskey, a figural whiskey bottle from the 1880s. There's some speculation. People think it's from the Cirrus Noble Company. It would have had a little like baseball hat kind of lid that was missing. I don't know what that was made of. I don't think it was glass. Maybe it was glass. But I didn't have that. Hatless whiskey bottle here.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know.
You're a whiskey drinker.
I am. I'm bourbon, whiskey, anything.
Here's the butt side.
Here's the...
and the front side.
Yeah, this one's... I've never seen anything like this. I have seen those decorative whiskey bottles, probably from maybe the 70s or 60s or something. More like.
You think of McCormick? Yeah, the McCormick Company and
the ones that used to do animal prints and stuff in the house, like deer a lot, and there's sometimes bears.
Jim Beam did them, and McCormick did them.
Exactly.
Hawkeye Mike is in at $59.99.
I don't think they sold. I don't think mine sold for very much. So I would say these are probably a little more expensive. 109. Okay, Mark is always a good person to follow. Yeah, I'm going to go a little lower than Mark. But
Harry's a bottle expert, Andy. Harry knows his bottles, I should say.
And it's not having the alcohol in it, so I guess that hurt the value too.
I don't know if you can sell alcohol on eBay, can you? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to go with $99.99 is my guess. I feel like it's. I can't think it's too much more than that, but that's just my guess. $99.99.
You sound like a fool. No, my opinion's the only one that counts. You sound like a fool.
All right.
We brought up Granny Danny on the Reseller Island, so I had to work that in. All right.
Granny Danny. Oh, okay. Look at Dan. Dan's coming out swinging. He's been on fire recently, I feel like.
Yeah, we did. He has. We also talked about on the podcast how Dan is like, when it's like not the third item overall, Dan is like the man.
On point. Yeah.
Dan's the man.
Dan is the man in demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had two of them. I sold another one a couple months ago. It's the same guy.
Okay.
Different. It was like a pitcher and a catcher.
And
you're the.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Nothing.
Whoa,
bring your. I didn't say anything.
You were about to. Everybody know what you were going to say. Jeez, he's a little risque this time.
just keep it moving. Keep it moving.
All right, this one Dan might like this. So Dan should know this. He's a bit of a shoe guy. So
yeah. Boom. Size women's 10.5, right, Dan?
Oh, Dan, I'm sorry. This is
whoa.
Whoa.
These are new.
Yeah. Whoa. So these are brand new. These are called Lost and Found. So these are the original design of the sneaker, of like the Jordan 1s, and designed to sort of have like a retro look. You can see on the box here, it's a retro box. There's a little receipt that comes with it that says like, paid, like it's from an old like shoe store, basically is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So
did you buy these to wear yourself and then just didn't wear them?
You should know. You bought. So this is back when I was having you try to buy shoes for me too. This is one of the pairs that you won.
I bought these?
Yeah.
So half my profit coming in blasters?
Nope. No thanks.
That's all right.
Yeah, so you won these. My girlfriend won a pair and I won a pair. So I have 3 pairs of these.
Okay.
These I sold one of them so far. So we'll see.
Nice.
I'm going to keep one for sure, I think, just to have.
Size 13, so bigger size, which is better.
Bigger is better.
I'm a size 12, which is pretty good for a 5'9" gentleman.
It's even better for a 5'8" gentleman.
I'm not 5'8".
That's what I'm saying. Why did you take offense to that? I was saying for a 5'8" gentleman. I didn't say it was you.
Sorry. There's nothing wrong with being 5'8". I'm just saying you were accusing me. Yeah, I mean, Andy's got me to do it a bunch of times, and I think I only got one at once, right, Andy?
That's the only one you have ever won, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
So $139.99 for Hawkeye Mike. I gotta think, buying them, they're probably like $100 to $120. It's true, Harry. It's true. I think they're like $100 to $120 new. I think. I believe. I could be wrong on that. I'm gonna go $220. Okay. $220 on these.
Any more guesses, Mark?
Mark is in $159.99. Dan's coming in strong. $289.
$289. Okay. Anybody else?
Would I say $220? Yeah.
You may have. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So
here we go.
Oh! Great job.
Well, I made it.
Kind of fitting, I think. No, these went for $320.
Man, Dan is on fire again. Closest one for Dan.
No, you're pretty. Yeah, you're pretty close, Dan. I actually put these up for $320 on a 7-day auction to see if they go anywhere. I got offered $300 for them like day one, and I was like, man, I don't really care. I don't care if they kind of keep going. So I have a couple more pairs up there, not of those, but different shoes that I've won over the years.
You know, it's ironic, Andy, that you brought that up. I've talking to another channel who we're going to be on a multicast with coming up here in a couple weeks, which we'll talk about on the YouTuber Spotlight segment.
Yeah.
But I started to do this same thing you just did, because the other gentleman who we'll be on with does this for most of his items. Mm-hmm. Instead of putting it up as a buy it now, he starts everything he lists at an auction at a buy it now price, which is smart. I never even thought about it. But, you know, say for this, well, I'm going to show that soon, but this Howdy Doody ticket, if I was going to do it at $99.99 buy it now, why not run it for 7 days at a $99.99 auction? In case there's two people that want it, let them determine it if they want it. Yeah. If it doesn't get a bid, then put it up for $99.99 OBO. So it's genius, I feel, and I did that with 3 items this week. So no bids yet.
I think it works. I mean, for you, probably on some of that stuff, it probably makes more sense. On
the rare items, it's the way to go.
Yeah, on the Pennants, I think it's probably, and that's kind of why I did the same thing. I was like, on the shoes and stuff that are a little more popular, maybe a little more rare or whatever. Yeah, I think there's the opportunity to sort of, to get that bidding and stuff like that. So
I agree. But yeah, I wouldn't do it for every item, only for the fact that I'll forget to ever relist it again as a buy now. I'll have like 1,000 unsold things, and then I'll never relist it. Yeah, if there's rare items, I think I'm going to do it maybe 4 or 5 items a week.
Yeah, I did that on all the shoes I put up so far. So
nice. All right. Well, let me do something here, and then we'll. So here we have. So Andy, what week is this? Week 9.
Let's see.
8. This is 9. Week 9. Yeah. So again, we're getting into the third item here. So the winner of this item, you're gonna win 2 vintage packs, courtesy of me, coming your way, and you get in on the horse race, which we're gonna talk about right now. Let me get this. Get some ambiance working here.
Oh, we didn't even go to that. All right, so we have one horse that's leading the pack right now. There's still time, though. There's still time. So in first place, we have Mark Coyle riding Thunderbolt with 3 wins. And then we have in second place, nobody thought this was going to happen. Nobody picked this guy to win, but he's in second place. He's got 2 wins. This is Real Life Perspective Show riding 51. In second place, we have the one and only Dan and a Man riding Paddlefoot, the best-looking horse rider that we have, I think, so far. Although I have not seen the 5th. I've heard the 5th is very good. And then we have a very new person to our channel, Rad Picker riding Blue. Gotta love Blue. He's a Lions fan, so there you go. And lastly, we have the winner from last week, Soda City Flips riding Nightmare. Woo! I like that one. That's a nice looking.
Yeah, that's fearsome, right?
Yeah, he's not here to see it. You got to send it to him, I guess, if you didn't.
Yeah. He's the line judge at a volleyball game tonight, so he's that's why he's not with us. But
gotcha. Yeah, so. Mark is deadly, especially on some of that stuff. That Keith finds. If there's anything Boston related, you're in trouble. Everybody's in trouble. But there's still time for sure. There's 9. There's 4 weeks left, really, right? So 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah.
Yep.
So
and all right, so there we go. Look, I'm in love with this horse right here. Look, it's so fearsome. The evil can. It's got a lot. It's scary.
That's cool. Not bad.
All right, that fits with the crookedspine.com district marketplace that Shane owns.
Of course.
The science fiction horror marketplace. All right.
What do you got for me?
Yeah, let me get the item up here. Let me find it.
Leave me hanging. Oh, I like it.
All right. So we're going on Andy's wheelhouse, or at least one of his favorite teams, Detroit Red Wings, logo athletic, puffer jacket. It's, this just sold, so it's a little unusual to sell a puffer jacket coming into May, right? I've had it listed for a while, but, Maybe it's still cold up in Detroit. I don't know.
Dan's coming in hot right from the start.
And you know the style this jacket's called?
I was gonna say this looks like a bit of a shark tooth or something. Like
it is a shark tooth. Yep, it's Logo Athletic, so it is a Logo Athletic shark tooth jacket. Here's the back with the big shark tooth on there. So
I wonder. Yeah, this is interesting because I don't know. I mean, I know the hats go for a lot, but I don't know if the jackets are. I would assume the jackets probably aren't quite as popular because I think I don't know. I just would get that vibe. It is hot. It is hot, Harry. Red Wings probably would have been a great jacket back then. They're not so good this time.
Yeah. And it's a good size large. I mean, an XL or double XL would be better, but
double XL. All right, 180 we got from Real Life. We got 250 from Hawkeye, 278.55 from Harry, 329.99, and now Mark, of course, is going to come in with the correct price. No, $485. Okay, he's coming in high. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't think it's as popular as the hats would be. But I mean, I guess it's a jacket, so it would probably go for a little bit more anyway. Yeah, Mark, I feel you on that one. I'm going to go. I think Hawkeye and Harry are in that price range, but I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to go $224.99.
$224.99.
Oh boy, he's got to think about it. He's got to think about it. You don't have to think about it. Just give me the win, bro. Just give me the win, bro.
$224.99.
Yeah, just give me the win. If it's like $600, you're slow playing me like they did in the Rounders. Oh, he's really got to do the math on this one. It's brutal.
Yeah, I had to pull the calculator out on that one.
Come on, baby.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Close. You're close. No cigar. 10% would have brought that to $219.98. So darn close.
Is that Real Life?
We're looking at Real Life. I think it's Real Life.
Real
I mean,
Life?
who would have thought? Real Life is tying it up in week 9.
Real Life? What is up with that? That's insane.
Man,
nobody gave you a shot.
Oh, man. He's the dark horse coming down the stretch. 3-3 tie. Unbelievable.
It's still anybody's game. You still can come back. But, yeah. It's sort of a 2-horse race right now.
Yeah, so there's week 10, 11, 12. So it's still, I mean, the 1-win people still have a shot.
Yeah, I
right?
mean, 0-win people can still tie it. But
yeah, everyone's still in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry, you were close though, right? Yeah, Harry was. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all in that range, pretty close.
The cool thing is, everyone in the chat who hangs out in chat typically has won a horse.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Hawkeye Mike won one at the last week of our last go around. So yeah, everyone's won at least once here. Harry had a horse last time.
Yeah,
remember Harry's horse?
I forgot about that. Last time went to OT, didn't it? Or the final week, maybe? Or I forget how that was.
No, Hawkeye Mike won the last one. The last week. I don't know.
I mean, I think he meant last year, or not last year, but last series, last one.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember the details. I know Mike won the last week 12. I don't know.
Okay, I gotcha.
It was coming down to that race. It was close.
Okay.
Dan, it really varies on the team. Like an Eagle Shark Tooth hat, $200 to $250 for a basic one. There's some rare ones that go for more. The Black Dome goes for like $400. Other teams, like I think I have a Penguins listed for $200. So it varies. There's some are rarer than others.
Oh yeah, last series he and Mookie went down to the wire. That's
right. Oh, by the way, before you say that, I saw the video put out by our friend over Orlando over to Collector's Dream. He's having like a lung cancer surgery probably today. He's probably in the hospital right now. Hopefully everything's going well. Thinking of you, Orlando. He put a video out that it might be his last video, so I just wanted to mention that. Now that I'm mentioning it. Yeah. So I'm sure he'll do well. I'm sure he's in recovery now. Lost my voice. I'm sure he's in recovery doing well.
Yeah, well,
thinking of you, Orlando.
Hopefully he'll come in and say hi when he's feeling better.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Yeah,
great dude. I'm sure Mark knows that.
Yeah, Dan. That's good. I was wondering about that too. I mean, it seems like the jackets and the hats are kind of similar in price. Maybe the jacket's a little bit more, right? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if a jacket was an XL or an double XL, because double XL then is probably like an XL now.
Okay.
Right? Like a large is I have some large vintage coats and they're tight. I mean, I'll wear them because the XLs sometimes are a little big, but
yeah, a
large is not a true modern large.
I got
so that's what hurts that one a little bit.
Gotcha.
But they're rare. I don't own an Eagle shark tooth jacket. I've never really seen one come up for sale, so they are rare. All right, Harry, thanks for being here, man.
You gotta start pacing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, back to the draft. Let me get the board up.
That's good.
I would think a similar price would be my guess. Maybe a little bit more. I'm going to be honest. I don't know the exact values of all those hats. I mean, because every team is, some are rarer than others. Like a Raiders shark tooth is huge money. A lot of the hockey ones are rare, so those are better. But I don't know the ins and outs of which ones are rare and not rare.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so this is. I'm just going with movies I love that he's in. He didn't have as big a part in this movie as he has in some of his movies, of course, because this is really kind of a star-studded ensemble cast, if I could say that. I feel like that's exactly what it is. I'm going to go with Saving Private Ryan. Ryan, of course, is Matt Damon, and it's just one of my favorite movies. Still would watch it very similar to Good Will Hunting. Actually, honestly, all three of these movies I would watch anytime they come on. Rounders included. I don't see Rounders on as much. I feel like for a while, like maybe in the mid-2000s, it was like on TNT every day. It felt like it must have been one that they were giving a lot. But
your mic's cutting in and out a little bit. Move it towards you a little bit.
All right, is that better?
Keep talking. Sing.
I cannot sing. So that is
nope. Right now.
Better now?
A little bit.
All right. What's going on?
Actually, it's not great. What is going? Yeah, it's weird.
Is that better?
That's a lot better. Yeah. What'd you do?
I just moved the mic down so you can see it in front of my face now.
That's right. It helps to cover up your face a little bit.
All
right, that's a good
movie.
You've
never seen Saving Private Ryan? Is that accurate? Is that what you're saying? That's insane. You've got to see that.
I saw it back in the day. I don't know if I've ever rewatched it. I don't know if I've ever. Yeah, exactly. It was like the squirrel down under there.
I don't know why. I don't know why that is.
I've watched Rounders maybe once a year for the last 20 years, but Saving Private Ryan I haven't seen in a long time. Good Will Hunting.
I can say I haven't probably watched Saving Private Ryan all the way through every time. I mean, it's like a 3-hour movie, so it's it's a long movie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, great movie.
All right. Next, for me, I'm also going to go with another ensemble cast. Ensemble. Is that ensemble? I'm going to go with, again, I think he's overshadowed a little bit in the cast of this movie, but it's an awesome movie. One that I would watch. If it's on, I'm watching it. I'm not flipping the channel. I'm going to go with The Departed.
Yeah. That's good.
And I don't think he's as good as Leo in the movie, but he's a good character.
Yeah, I definitely. I don't know if I've seen it more than once. Honestly, I do remember.
Oh, really?
I love the movie. I think it's really good. Obviously, I love kind of any kind of mobster movie. But yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I've seen. Again, these movies like The Departed and Saving Private Ryan both are like really long movies.
Yeah,
I want to say they're both at least over like 2.5 hours or more. So. Tough to watch them all in one sitting.
I'm talking about a cast in that movie, though. I mean, how much you got everyone in that movie. Nicholson.
De Niro, right?
DiCaprio, De Niro. Is De Niro in it?
I think so. Mark Wahlberg, was he in it?
Wahlberg's a big character. Wahlberg, obviously, Damon. The lawyer is his like connection. What is that guy's name? He's a big character too.
Yeah.
Martin Sheen. I think Martin Sheen.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. It's definitely up there in terms. Did it make our mobster movies? I'm sure it did, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm sure it did. I may have even taken it then, but it's great. It's a great mobster movie for sure. Probably, certainly top 5.
Yeah. This draft is pretty heated so far. As far as like it's neck and neck. I feel like this is a.
Yeah, I mean it opens up a little bit. I feel like
for sure, it's sure.
For upper, I think those 4 I would have gone with probably Departed next. But yeah, there's it does open up a little bit after that. So
yeah.
All right.
Next segment. Well, let's hit this. We've teased it a little bit earlier. We'll do this though.
I like a good tease.
YouTube Spotlight!
All right, so I met a gentleman at the paper show. Well, first, I was interviewed by him for the Schmidt auctions. They run, they have a YouTube channel, but they're big whatnot sellers, and they did an interview at their booth with me and this gentleman, his channel is the $1 Million Peddlers, and they interviewed me for the whatnot and for the $1 Million Peddlers YouTube channel. So I was talking to this gentleman for a while. Nice guy. So me and Andy, they run a live Wednesday nights as well. So what we're going to do a multicast, I think in 3 weeks for the week 12 of the giveaway. So we'll do the giveaway with a bigger crowd. And we're going to do a multicast. It'll be on both channels. It's going to be more the format of their channel.
Is that when?
Not the 14th. I think the week after that, the 21st.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So this is the $1 Million Peddlers. They, it's a reselling podcast they do. They have different reselling content, like top 10 Kentucky Derby collectibles. I saw a video they put out about that.
Cool.
Let's see. I think they're probably live right now. Let's see. Yeah, they are live. So let me stop sharing that.
They have more people than us? Probably.
Well, actually, maybe it wasn't live. I don't even know.
Okay.
But, so we're going to do a multicasted video with them. We're not going to do a draft that night in 3 weeks. We'll just do, we're going to do some reselling talk and we'll do the giveaway. It'll be fun conversation.
Cool.
But Andy, I wouldn't have told the story here, but I'll tell it because I saw it earlier when they were on live. They told the story. But I was parked next to him, and I think I told you this story too, right?
You did.
So I was moving into the show, and I was in and out of my van, coming in, going out, and I had met this guy earlier in the show, like talking about the interview, and we're going to set it up. And I'm out in the van, and every time I'm getting out of the van, there's a car running right next to me, a woman sitting in the car, and I'm face to face, like from here to my monitor, with their back seat, and all I see is like an island, or not an island, like an ocean of vintage porn VHS tapes. I'm like, what the hell's going on in this van or in this SUV? So I don't think anything of it.
You don't think anything of it? I would have thought something of it.
There's interesting stuff at the paper show always. So anyway, but then later on, I see the same gentleman coming to the van or that car. I'm like, oh, that was his car. Interesting. And my buddy who I set up at the show, Chris, his friend is helping him move in. And he had this big collection of like vintage, like 70s adult theater, like advertising posters. These things were pretty graphic. And to the point where I FaceTimed Mrs. Flips and I had my GoPro running on the FaceTime. And I'm like, Mrs. Flips, look what I bought. And I flip it around, and I'm showing her these things. She's disgusted. She's like, why did you buy that? That's disgusting. Why did you buy that? And I let it go on for a little while. Then I'm like, I didn't buy it. I'm just messing around.
Yeah.
But anyway, I told the gentleman about that collection. Like, why don't you talk to my buddy's friend? He has a collection. I wasn't leering the back of your van. I just happened to notice it. Right. Why don't you look at this collection? They worked out a deal. So it was happy happenstance how that worked out. So
there you go.
So yeah, we're going to be on their channel a few weeks. So tune in for that. But wanted to share that. So
cool.
Back to the draft.
All right, you're up.
Yeah, let me share. Let me share my screen.
Some good stuff left for sure, I think.
That's what we got. Let's see. All right. My next pick. This is a difficult movie for him to act, I think. I mean, we talked about these ensemble casts. He was on with the Departed and Saving Private Ryan. I mean, when you're working with Leonardo DiCaprio or Jack Nicholson, it's probably easier than when you're by yourself on Mars and you're just harvesting potatoes and I mean that's a hard acting gig. I'm gonna go with The Martian.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty good movie. Good movie.
I read the
Great
book
acting.
first, and it was really good. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool. I didn't even know that they were making a movie about it. And then Dan said, oh no.
I'm not sure what that means. Is that good or bad, Mark or Dan?
But yeah, I remember reading the book, and then like I don't know, a week or two later, they announced the movie. I was like, oh really? That's cool. No, Dan. He didn't say
It's great, Dan. It's pretty good. I never read the book, but I saw the movie's great.
All right, that's good. This is a little tough. I know, kind of. I'm not going to say. I don't get. I want to get.
Hey, SpongeBob, move the mic again.
Jeez. All right,
What's
is
going
that
on
better?
over there?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't
That's
know if moving. Maybe it's because like the cord that I'm
Usually,
now-
I have the problem with that. Yeah, my cord is very sensitive.
The cord now is like a little bit different, so I just can't move apparently. All right, so I know I don't get the whole series, but I'm going to go with the original Bourne movie. So, I mean, there's Bourne Identity, there's Bourne Supremacy. I forget what the first one was called.
Is it
Bourne Identity is the first one.
I think I was gonna say. I thought that was the first one. Yeah.
It's like I feel like everybody kind of took a shot at doing like these, series of, Tom Cruise doing his like MI6 and all that stuff, Mission Impossible, all that. But I love that. I mean, he's kind of like a little bit more of a. He's not like a massive person like Dwayne Johnson or something, like The Rock or something doing that. He's kind of like I mean, he's good shape and stuff, but he's kind of like a slight person. That like kicks everybody's ass, which is.
I like the premise of it, and he's good in it. What I hate about those movies is I feel like 60% of that movie are car chases. I think there's a lot of that. I think it's a lazy thing in a lot of these movies where it's just like car chase after car chase. Give me some dialogue. Give me some intrigue.
He's got some. I think he's got more than some. Yeah, but I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. Like in the Mission Impossible stuff, there's like, I mean, there's a helicopter that they're jumping off of into a car. Like there's in every movie.
Yeah.
I don't love that either. But anyway.
Yeah. Just because of special effects, they sort of give up on true movie making.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, that's a good pick, though. Yeah.
Mission Impossible, I think, is probably a little more like you said.
That's more of the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said Bourne Identity and all those movies are more of a storyline.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
Cool.
Back to let's go to this guy.
Find of the week.
All right, I got two quick finds of the week. Do you have a find over there? You don't have to.
I'm trying. I could probably show all of the friggin' mega boxes I got, but no, I don't.
Okay. Well, at Kutztown Extravaganza.
But soon I will, because I did get word that unfortunately, I think it's going to arrive tomorrow. My PSA grades, yeah.
Okay, we'll do an unboxing.
Anyway. Yeah.
It's Kutztown Extravaganza. That's the sort of like the mini Brimfield that happens in Pennsylvania last weekend. Picked up this guy early. You know what this is called, Andy?
Catcher's mitt.
It's a catcher's mitt.
It's like a crescent mitt. Is that?
Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
There you go. You learned from learn.
That's just a lucky guess.
Crescent mitt. It's a Spalding brand crescent glove catcher's mitt, circa 1890s to 1900. I think that actually is
old dirty mitt.
1900, 1903.
Also Keith's nickname in high school.
Old dirty mitt. See, that's a crescent Spalding glove, circa 1900 to 1903.
Very cool.
Based on the tag, you can date it more specifically. And so I got that. I also got this in a trade. Little vintage hockey pack.
What year is that?
1980-81. So Gretzky
second year? Yeah.
Second year Gretzky. Yeah. I traded some antique horse photos for this. Actually, I did a lot of trading at this show. Same guy with my buddy Art. Shout out Art.
Yeah.
Great dude. He's in a lot of my YouTube channels or YouTube videos.
What would you value that at? What do you think? Like the card?
He was asking $50.
Okay.
I could sell for like $50, $60.
And how much you bought it for? Or you're not going to say?
No, it'll be an upcoming video, but I bought it. It was $200 for the mitt and about like 40 T-shirts, vintage and non-vintage. So I think I paid $100 on the mitt.
Okay.
Vandalay.
Yeah.
Oh, Art, it was Art Vandalay. That was it, Dan. He's an
importer.
He's an importer of horse photos
and an
exporter of wax packs. Yeah.
Very good.
So, but I traded that trade, and I also traded him a massive lot of horse racing press photos that I bought at an estate sale like 3 years ago. Never listed a single one. It was a great buy, but I never did anything with them. So I brought them to him, and I traded him for the. If anyone was in my Antiquity show last night, I traded him for a 1862 anti-slavery newspaper, as well as a bunch of other ephemera and a
there you go.
J.J. Corbett boxing cabinet photo and some other stuff. Cool. Autograph of a Civil War Major General or Brevet Major General, all kind of crap. So,
I kind of phased out there about.
I can tell you glazed over.
Yeah, I was
Twinkity. That was it, Dan. I sold it over on Twinkity last night.
Oh.
And you weren't over on Twinkity.
I don't even know what that is.
Tickwitty.
There's too much going on now. I can never tell where you are anymore.
So I was selling last night on Tickwitty, which is another family channel of Dibdit.
Okay.
So you got Dibdit cards, Dibdit threads, Dibdit sports, Dibdit, Shop Commons, Dave's Kitchen Market, Polish and Brush, which is the makeup market, and Tickwitty, which is formerly the district marketplace, formerly known as a one-stop shop, which is Tim Over the Years market. So great platform. Yeah, it's a lot of like vintage and antique like house goods, like pottery and glass, crystal. I sold vintage McDonald's glasses and ephemera.
There you go.
Like Sean stocked up on like Mayor McCheese and Wizard Fries.
Mayor McCheese.
I'm not looking forward to packing that stuff up to Texas.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be a pricey ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So there we have it. All right, back to the draft. But anyway, definitely check out Tickwitty or everyone in the chat. Tickwitty.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look. Okay. So I'm going to go with, I don't know how you feel about this director, but he's nice. But I think you do really like this director. And my favorite movie, I think, from this director is a little movie called Dogma, and Kevin Smith's movie, where it had another kind of a double duo, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, where they play like demons, not demons, I guess they're devils. Are they devils? Or fallen angels, maybe? Can't remember exactly what they are. But it's really, I think it's a really cool movie. Has a lot of like religious undertones to it, obviously. Is it going out?
You went in and out, yeah. You're better now.
I love that movie though. And they're still pretty young. I don't even know where they were in their career, but it's had to have been like a couple of movies, after. I mean, it was pretty early in their careers still. They look very young. I have to go rewatch that because I haven't seen it in a while, but I don't know if it still holds up. But, it's got that Kevin Smith flair to it, obviously. But, yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it has his classic, like, kind of when they're talking to people. They're big, like, talk movies. Like, in terms of stuff that you should probably love this movie because that's all conversation and stuff in it. Dialogue.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I should watch it, but I didn't have it on my list because I haven't seen it forever.
2001. Okay, so that's probably, I don't know, when did what's it called come out?
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. It's probably like what, late 80s or
No, I think
2000?
not late 90s.
I'm sorry, late 90s. Yeah, that's what I meant.
98 maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm guessing.
Oh wait,
I
I think I can find it. I think I have it.
Well, yeah, Google's helpful.
Yeah. Saving Private Ryan was 98, so I think it's earlier. Yeah, it's 97. Okay. Good Will Hunting was 97. Yeah. Okay. So
there we go. Not bad. Not on my list, but I think it's a good pick.
99. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with a similar like light-hearted movie. This is sort of if you would have been told the premise of this movie, you're like, what the hell am I gonna watch this movie about two guys who look nothing like each other who are conjoined twins?
That one?
I'm gonna go Stuck on You.
Oh,
Stuck on You.
Wow.
That's hilarious. It's great, isn't it? The two guys, how do these two guys, Siamese twins, conjoined twins, but...
I don't even know if I ever saw it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? I can see that's your kind of movie, man.
Who was, I'm trying to think, Greg Kinnear, okay.
Yeah, Greg Kinnear. Yeah. It's pretty good. Chat, anyone like Stuck on You? With Greg Kinnear and Matt Damon?
It might just be Dan. Dan, did you like Stuck on You? Do you remember? I don't honestly remember it very well.
I think it's pretty good. It's like he's like an actor. Greg Kinnear, I think, is the actor, and
yeah.
He's like always just hiding under a sheet behind him.
yeah. I did see it before. I do remember it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
not bad.
Movie.
I guess I don't remember it super well, but
yeah.
All right, we going for final segment before our final pick.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna do a little pack ripping here. Check it out, Dan. It's good. I could see Chris Elliott playing in it, to be honest, though.
Yeah, he definitely could have been in there he may have been an extra in it at some point.
Yeah. And I'm going to abstain from this rip, so I'll just watch.
All right, I'll do a quick one. Okay.
Well, yeah, you can do a full one.
Well, I just went. Oop. There we go. So I'm going to rip. I don't know why I bought that. Honestly, I don't know anything about Minecraft, honestly, at all. But it was on there. It came up on my thing as something to buy, so I bought it. Matt Damon stuff. I think, I don't know. I've always, all I hear about is this chicken jockey now. So maybe that, like, do you hear about that? And like in the,
yeah, throwing chickens in the screen and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna rip Optic, I think. We're gonna film something right after this, right? I think.
Yeah.
We're gonna rip 2 boxes of Optic each, I think. So hopefully we'll do that.
Dan, it's for an episode of Rips and Brews, and you're welcome to come on and just observe the rip if you like to for a video. You don't have to, Dan.
So Chicken Jockey is who we're looking for. I do think there was a numbered Chicken Jockey up on eBay for $3,000. I didn't see if anything sold, but
numbered.
Yeah.
What does this look special already? What is that?
Perry Grove Biome, number 178. Okay.
What the hell is these cards? They might be the back of the cards. Are they backs?
No.
No. Okay.
Mushroom Fields Biome. Oh, then we got Iron Ingot. I don't know, man. This one feels a little different, maybe, though. Obsidian. Elder Guardian. And Glow Squid.
Glow Squid. That was your nickname in high school.
Yeah, it was very handsy. Had a lot of everybody's impressed with my stealing the basketball because that's what I saw. I had like eight hands.
People talk about it while you're ripping the next.
Oh, that one's kind of cool though.
That could be something special. Is it
Noah?
Noah?
Base set Noor.
Maybe that's not. It looks fancy.
It does look fancy. Badlands.
Makes sense, Dan.
Crying Obsidian. Crying Obsidian again, I guess. I don't know. Spider. And a camel. I don't know what any of these mean. I just want a chicken jockey, that's all. I guess. Have you seen all that crazy stuff that's going on with that? Like
I've heard about it. I haven't seen anything.
That's another shiny one.
I offered to take And my son's in the movies. He didn't want to go because of the craziness.
Oh, it's the number Gunpowder.
Oh, wow.
It's a 475.
Dang, a number card. There you go.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there are probably a lot of them in here. All right. Obsidian, Lava Pool.
Yeah, I'll watch it too, Dan. I know nothing about it.
Enderman. Creeper.
Creeper looks a little phallic, doesn't he?
He's got, He's got a little.
It's definitely very phallic.
I think those are his legs at the bottom, though. So, ooh, slime.
Yeah, I get that, but they don't look like legs.
The fancy slime base set. Okay. Ahoy. It's an achievement, apparently. Iron ingot. I can't say it. Crying obsidian. It's kind of
drowned.
Yeah, it's kind of cool looking. Ender dragon. I don't know if that's any good or not. I keep saying
Celeste pack.
2 more. 1 more. I mean, 1 more after this. This does not look like there's any. What is that? Ice spikes. Sting Frosty. Milk bucket. That's your nickname. Cobblestone. Gassed. B. Okay, I think that's a fellow flicker. All right, last pack. No chicken jockey yet. I don't know how rare these are, but.
What if you get a 1-on-1 chicken jockey? Were we splitting that?
No way, man. Turtle. I love turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. And we got. I don't know what that says.
I can't see it. On a nail.
On a rail.
On a rail.
Glass. Wheat. Showing off your baking skills. Who's this guy?
Kai.
We got Witch. Well, there you go.
All right.
We got 1 numbered card, which was Gunpowder, safe and ready to make TNT. 184 out of 475. There you go.
I'm gonna look that up real fast, just so we know for future rips.
I don't think
Gunpowder.
Sorry, I removed you from stage. You find it?
Yeah. There's one listed for $10 OBO.
Really? The Gunpowder?
Yeah.
All
right.
right.
I mean, not sold, but
could be worse.
Let's see. Well, actually, that was actually $5, $3.25, $1.77.
I mean, the boxes were only $14, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Not terrible.
All right.
All right.
Last picks.
That's what we got so far. So is it me or you? Me, right?
Yeah. After you're stuck on you.
Where do I go here? Got a couple choices. That one? Or that one? See, one's a better movie, but the other one is a bigger role.
Yeah, that's the difficult. Yeah, I'll run it on Dibdit. I'll send it to Keith.
I've been trying to get him to sign up for Dibdit cards, Dan.
It's too much. But okay, what do you got?
All right, I'm gonna go with a modern movie, a modern film here. Great movie, long movie. He wasn't the main character, but he had a prominent role. I'm gonna go Oppenheimer.
Interesting.
He had a good role in that, which he was his main contact was it with the CIA or the FBI or probably worked for the FBI, right? Forget who he was working with.
I actually didn't see that. I've seen parts of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
It's a good movie. It's long. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good role in it.
Yeah. No, I definitely do want to see it. And it was on my list of the list that I was looking at. But
all right. You have a list of movies to see.
No, just a list overall. Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, he seems to do quite a few of these, kind of the ensemble cast. The only another ensemble cast I'm going to go with is Ocean's 11. So the original Ocean's movies. Was that the other one you were thinking of, or no?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was good, but
Um,
yeah, not the other choice I had.
Yeah, I was. The other one I was going to pick, but I can't remember a whole lot about what he did in the movie. I saw the movie, but I can't remember his scene as much. So anyway, that's my last one. We can go through the other ones that I was thinking about. But so the other one I was kind of questioning was like Ford versus Ferrari.
I've never seen that personally.
So I can't remember I didn't want to pick it because I couldn't remember kind of what his character was in the movie. But I know he's a big part of it. I can't remember what the guy's name was. Anyway, so that's one of them.
My other one that I was thinking of between Oppenheimer was this movie was very popular in the mid 90s. I'm gonna go The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. I don't know if I've even ever saw it actually. What was it about?
It was about Jules. What the hell's that dude's name?
Jules Verne?
No, that's what I'm thinking when I'm saying it. I don't know. It's almost like what's the name of the book with the dude who's like a fake like celebrity? The Great Gatsby. It's got a little bit of a Great Gatsby kind of feel to it, where the guy's like it's just not the Damon character, but the other character. Look up the guy's name.
I think you're talking about the guy who's shooting like the Rainmaker guy, right?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Jude Law. You talking about?
Jude Law. Yeah, okay. Gwyneth Paltrow, young Gwyneth Paltrow in it. But I think it is like he's a fake, like a con artist. Is Matt Damon in the movie? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't a ton of other ones that I could think of that I really watched. Yeah. I didn't want to pick We Bought a Zoo or anything like that. I don't remember that one.
The Good Shepherd was one. Another, like, sort of spy-ish kind of movie.
Legend of Bagger Vance, maybe. That was one that was potentially, too. But, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ton of films because he did so many, like, probably has, like, 6 Bourne movies.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Bournes there are. But, yeah, it's a smaller filmography
Collective.
than some of the other people have done.
Cool. Well, there you go.
There we got it. So, guys, we'll probably just have the draft vote again next time, but that's what we got. Rounders, Good Will Hunting, Saving Private Ryan, The Departed, Martian, Born Identity, Dogma, Stuck on You, Oppenheimer, Ocean's 11. Yeah, I don't know if I saw parts of We Bought a Zoo. I've never seen Bagger Vance.
Bagger Vance is good. That's had, I think, Will Smith in it, too, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I watched that, but golf movie, of course.
How about the one, I saw the movie where he's shrunk?
Downsizing? Yeah, I watched part of it. I don't think I ever watched the whole thing, though. The problem with me is I just don't watch that many movies either.
I don't watch movies much anymore. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, cool.
There you have it. So we don't know what we're doing next week, Andy. Back to a sports draft, I guess.
Yeah.
We got to figure something out there. We'll think about that. But yeah, guys, so stay tuned for next week. We'll be back on again. I'll have a video coming out Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out the Reseller Island Podcast with me, Soda City Flips. Usually J-Ride, but as Shane said, J-Ride had a penile injury with a meat grinder, according to Shane. I'm just quoting Shane, allegedly. So we had Dan. We brought Dan in Demand on, and Dan filled in nicely. He's an island boy for the day.
Poor guy.
Andy, I said Dan in Demand. I think you should submit this to Guinness, Dan. So I think Dan has the most reseller podcast appearances of all time.
He might, yeah.
I mean, certainly. I don't know. Is there a podcast you haven't been on, Dan? including like the Reseller Monday Night Draft. You were on our podcast. You were obviously on the Leftovers, the Locker Room, even the Pastime Picks Podcast, the second generation of that, the Trash to Cash special edition. Nashville Flippers. There's keep going and going. There's more and more. So watch out for that episode coming out. I'll be on Dibbed It Threads next Thursday night, Andy, for a epic raid train.
Okay.
I'm pulling out some banger t-shirts. Some great rock tees.
I have the shirt that I bought from you up on eBay now. So
you didn't keep it and wear it?
Nah. When I got it, I didn't really. It's not my style.
Well, I got a great one coming out. The great stuff I'm pulling out. I have a Paul McCartney, a Pink Floyd. The Pink Floyd will be smaller on you, but it's small on me. Yeah. I wear it, but it's soft. But the Brockham Paul McCartney is killer. Some Harley, a nice vintage Harley, London Harley,
right,
single stitch from the 80s. Great stuff I'm running.
Cool.
So next Thursday, I think I'm on at 7. I'm going to do some Saturday shows, probably Tiquity and Dibbed It. Maybe another Dibbed It card show with Dan. I'm talking about doing a pack show. Whatnot, Monday night, 10:30 Eastern Time. So stay tuned for all that. And until next time, keep on ripping. What do we say at the end, Aaron?
You say peace out, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Peace.
Out.